So I'm Owen Cruz. I am the market lead for Nokia in Ireland. This is our latest and greatest camera device. It is the 1020, Lumia 1020. Everyone wants to know about the camera, essentially, so I'll do a quick demo. The app I've opened is the Nokia ProCam app. So just from here, I'll just take an image of a business card which is in front of me. I'm using the auto settings on the device, but within that, I should be able to have a look at that image and use the zoom on it to actually get in to the tiny text that's on the bottom of that business card. From that, I can change all sorts of settings. The ProCam app has been specifically built to replicate or at least show some of the features that you would get in a digital SLR. So I have my white balance, auto, and being able to change the exposure itself. So if I look at the ISO, I actually get the ability to change the exposure level within the ISO piece itself. Storage on the device. This device is a 32 gig device, but the exclusive O2 device is a 64 gig device with auto upload to SkyDrive. The way the camera actually works, there's two images stored. One is a 5 megapixel image, the other is a 34 megapixel image. The 34 megapixel image essentially is the one that you can do all of that zooming in on. So it's key from a usability point of view that you're able to get them off it. When you connect it to your computer or PC or whatever it would be, you can actually get both images off the device and then manipulate them whatever way you want. Other features that you'll see out of the box on the device, obviously all of your social apps are there, either individually or in the actual in the hub itself. But music player, our mixed radio is now default, and you can actually upgrade for the free trial of 7 days on it. And the other piece that we've been seeing huge involvement in or huge increases in use of, the new version of Here Maps, the navigation piece, has been given a very clear update which allows you set your destination, pick whatever the address is. I have a couple in already, Aircom where I was last week, goes off, searches online, it's in HSQ, and that's it. In 3 steps, I'm in. As with any of the Lumia devices, there is a piece within the camera itself down here which allows you to open all the different lenses that are there. So you'll have seen some of them before, I'm sure. Panorama is a default panorama app that actually comes in the device. SmartCam, difficult to demo in this environment, but essentially what SmartCam does is it takes 7 images one after another. It allows you then manipulate them into one image. So if you pick the standard family environment where one person won't smile, you can then take them and manipulate them and put them across and then save that one image, both in low resolution and high resolution.
So no matter what apps you use, it will save 2 copies of each image?
Yes. Yeah, the only one that's different in that environment is obviously the video app. So it does record in HD with full audio, and it obviously is storing in the level of video that you want, whether it be 1080 all the way down through to just normal PGA.
So you can actually select the resolution?
Absolutely, yes.
And the front-facing camera, what standard is that?
So it's a 1.3 megapixel camera. Obviously, with Skype integrated in the device now, it was important that we improved the front-facing camera as well. We're starting to see more and more apps actually integrate front-facing cameras, so it's something we'll be concentrating on again as we move forward. Since the first Windows 8 device that we brought out, you will see no real difference in terms of the actual look and feel of it. We want to keep it as seamless as it could possibly be. The only difference that you will notice if you're using one of the earlier devices, the 7.5 devices, is you can change the tile size. So you can change it anywhere from a full screen all the way through down to the small tiles. And the other thing is, in this is actually running the Amber update. So I have tap to wake up, which wasn't there in the last release, and also I can silence to answer by turning it upside down. So they were 2 Nokia features that weren't in the original versions of Windows devices that are now back in for this version.
And the positioning of the camera on the rear there, I think people would probably be concerned because it just out a bit, maybe it would get scratched or something like that. Is there any danger of that?
No, so it is very slightly recessed. So it's been recessed for exactly that reason. It's a toughened glass lens that's on it, so it's a scratch-resistant lens. Obviously, we can't say it'll never get scratched, but the way the device has been built has been very specifically built, with the rays, so that when you put it down, it's not living on the lens. And also there's a series of covers that go with the device, whether it be the wireless charging shell, that actually build the back of the device out slightly, which means that you won't scratch the lens of it either. It is a mechanical shutter, so the internal protections are always there as well. So if I hold that down, you'll actually see the mechanical shutter open. It's not a digital shutter, always open. So even the deep lenses are protected in the device as well from having mechanical as well. In all the devices we've had up to now in the Lumia series, we've always used LED flashes, whether they be single or double. Obviously Xenon is that instant flash speed, so it gives you a much better throw. It supports up to about 4 meters. It'll light properly up to about 4 meters out. So it's giving you a much better quality of light back out there as well. Obviously having the Pro version of the cam on the actual device itself, you can actually set the shutter speed as well, so you can actually let in loads and loads of light. It's a 2.2 aperture device, but you can let in loads of light, controlling it yourself for that specific shot if you want. We've given it to a number of people to try out. One in particular would be a reasonably well-known photographer. His view was he had really good point-and-click cameras before, and he wanted something that he would always have in his pocket. By default, he has his phone in his pocket. To go to the next level, he needed something that was going to replace both. I definitely don't think we're going to replace a digital SLR camera with this device, but we're definitely getting to the point where people will use it in circumstances that they may have used a DSLR in the past.